Mathnavi Mubarak. He is the most glorious. O the life of the throne, the Son of love so kind and true. The world and all therein can never beget a light like you. If only people weren't veiled from seeing your face, I'd say a word or two about your hidden grace. So all the souls become indebted to you, so all the hearts fall madly in love with you. So you'd see the world intoxicated. Hearts in both hands, fully dedicated. So that, when you speak the word, O pride of the time, they'll scatter them freely at your feet sublime. Arise from the mount of the soul, just like the sun, so you're clearly seen, from every side, by everyone. Parade that face just like the moon. Fill the hearts with awe, from your grace, make green and fresh this lifeless straw. The drop is seeking life immortal from your sea, since you're the greatest king, do grant him immortality. The atom's begging for your light, oh, how he cries, fulfill his wishes from your love, know hows and whys. The seed is, with his open mouth toward the sky, waiting for your priceless favors from on high. The raindrops of your mercy on him do bestow, O King of heaven above and Lord of earth below. Burst open this curtain of hundreds of veils and place, very good. Now give the world a sight to see, that face. Since about your favors there is not a single doubt, pack for us provisions from your grace as we set out. Make all the west now, the place the sun will rise, and give this globe now, the joy your wine provides. Light up the hearts with light from the lights of Nur, so they will see, from your face, the lights of Tur. And draw that saber, your terrible sword, and kill all these foes of your faith, O Lord. Raise your fire divine. Let it blaze like hell, and nicely burn the bloodthirsty infidel. All of them are bats of night, O Son of Day, raise your head and all this darkness burn away. Strain away these dregs of sorrow-tainted pain, and give your light to this dark night's low candle flame. A world abides in you, just as you abide in the soul, till it appears from your command, be, and then it is so. O glory of the soul! In remembrance of your face, I will keep repeating all the features of your grace. So I will weigh the souls, gauge the wisdom of, so I will see who buys the pearl of your love. I will light a fire so I burn, in the world, all the curtains of the holies in the world. The maiden of meaning, I will unmask, that hidden light I will unveil at last. The secret of the mysteries of everlasting love, I will explain, for you've come again, to the soul to love. Welcome, O firebird. Speak the word. Explain. So no more lame descriptions of life remain. Do cleanse those hearts so full of jealousy, do guide those minds without the sight to see. So, O kind one, those not knowing of your covenant will then become, from the ancient cup, intelligent. And yet, O friend of ours, with songs of sacred love, take us far from intelligence, and lack thereof. O Seraph of Baha! O King of the soul! Give the dead the key to life to make them whole. The primary tree is the heart and its branches, free it from wind and water and clay, life's chances. So, from essence and accident, it's free, so, from its brilliance, suns enlightened will be. This young tree of yours, plant in the soil of the heart, then, from the bright lights and shadows, keep it apart. And from the wayward winds, protect it well, and free it from the delusions of the infidel. Its root, do make it firm in the soil of the soul, its branches will pass beyond the sky as they grow. This new spring you bring anew is bursting with new blooms, so from your resurrection, the dead spring from their tombs. The sparkle of the seas of love comes from the sparkle of you, the wisdom of eternity's birds comes from the wisdom of you. The scent of Joseph's garment, shed it here, at the burning bush of Moses, make it appear. O beloved! From your face the spring has come, and from this spring, unnumbered truths have come. Every flower of him, a book of his story, every heart of him, a fount of his glory. This spring won't be followed by fall, ever, all its flowers will circle him forever. This kind of spring the soul can't understand, this kind of spring harrows the soul of man. Those springs bring the strong desire for lovely mates, these springs bring the love of God that he creates. Those springs end, because of their mortality, and these springs have the title, eternity. That spring rises in the world from seasons taking place, and this spring from the light of his heart-capturing face. That spring brings lots of tulips coming out, and this spring has a lot of groaning now. This eternal spring from the King's great light has raised his tent to heaven's greatest height. All the world's people have entered his tent. If you have eyes to see, behold this event. Our King. When he flings the veil away from his face, this spring will pitch his tent up over the stars in space. Our beloved. When she flings away the niqab, this spring will get all fired up, without the hijab. We will be within this spring, then, looking at her face, we will not be in a garden, searching for her face. We will, in his praise, be free from any other one. We will, in this world, become enlightened from his sun. If a breeze from this beautiful spring comes to you, hundreds of Josephs you will see come into view. If a breeze wafts to you from this fragrance garden, you'll see the spiritual Josephs in the world then. You'll see their bodies become like spirits, and these will achieve, each moment, manifold victories. Each moment, this spring of holiness, the well-beloved's 100 utterances, but who are the trusted? This speech is not at all like human tongues. When will they grasp this, these inhuman ones? This speech is not from sound and words and breath. This speech is life itself and has no death. Lovers. Thousands of them you'll see, this spring, each moment of their lives, sacrificing. This spring is the glory of spirit sublime. This spring is the holiness of the divine. If a breeze wafts to you from this Sheba, you will see your mortal soul drink from the cup of eternity. If a breeze comes to you from the abode of the friend, devote your life to him. This life is also from the friend. The tulip of oneness in this spring. See him there, the hyacinth of singleness. See the friend's hair. The buds of wisdom. Look to the side and see. The whole crowd searching for him eagerly. Its cypress trees, his stature and his grace, its shoots of grass, the whiskers on his face. Its nightingales, from reunion with him, its turtle doves, from the beauty of him. They're all drunk now, from the friend, the adored, from his words to them, am I not your Lord? If this gets out, this nightingale's melody, people's souls will be cleansed of jealousy. This utterance made the ocean of meaning surge, the ship of existence rocked from this generous word. Every anemone that blooms from this spring will beetling hundreds of truths about the friend's mystery. The scent of musk keeps coming from his hair. His grace bestows on you this gift so fair. His hair is like the salamander seen afire, circling round the glowing face of the heart's desire. The holy nightingale is moaning within, remoteness is burning him, marrow and skin. If, from the pain of separation, he draws a sigh, it will inflame the hearts of the favored ones on high. Those not favored don't partake of this sigh, this favor, O Habib, do not deny. Diffuse the musk divine from your perfume well, so these inhuman ones will catch the smell. This spring is eternal, and not at all the spring that is always followed by fall. From this spring of holiness, the Spirit appears, and from its atmosphere, the light of Noah appears. He seats the people of the ark aboard the ship, then gives to everyone a vast array of gifts. O beauty of God! Come out from the mast, so the sun will rise in the west at last. Unlock the science of perfumery. Unlock the store of hidden mystery. So, from your musk, the lifeless come alive, so, from your wine, the languishing revive. O kind one! This abased one in the land of unity, clothed with the robe of glory from your generosity. Dress this mortal in the vesture of eternity, make him taste the honey-sweet wealth of utter poverty. So, bursting through the veil of mysteries, tearing the mask off possibilities. Selfless and lit up, he will emerge and burn, like a star in the lampglass of they who return. When this thorn bush from your garden bursts into bloom, you will propagate hundreds of gardens from him soon. Enroll each garden in a registry, then teach each leaf about God's mystery. So the lights of his face become so clear that his light fills earth and heaven, far and near. Blow the wind of your mercy, O generous one, tear the veils of negligence off this erring one. Place in the shelter of your low tree, by and by, the spirits of the pure in heart, O King on high. From the garden of truth, open a gate, for God's sake, don't make a wall of this gate. So I'll come and explain, with evidence, the mystery of your benevolence. He said, O God. O God. No, O good man, don't explain this to the ignorant man. No. O tongue of God's mystery! Be wise, softly, nicely talk, and form loving ties. For, if you take them gently by the hand, they won't fear this and that, do understand. Spread your spirit's wings, always flying be, in his atmosphere, always plying be. Nearness to God is with the soul, not with steps in time. When your soul yearns for him, you'll step outside of time. Then, instantly, you'll fly through space with ease, not hard, when you're of those down on their knees. And here, I'm making a point to be fair, so you'll take from the water of life your share. So, of his paradise, you'll be aware, so, to his presence, you'll find a way there. So teleporting's true meaning you'll know, so flying up into his realm you'll go. At the present time, you're in the trap of clay. How can you smell the heart's garden that way? Remove those clothes that bind and constrict you, then cleanse your soul of things that restrict you. Make the darkness of your heart illumined from his sun, so, in the land of souls, a ruler you'll become. When the darkness leaves, his light is the dawn for you. On your heart, the lights of his Sinai enlighten you. When your night is gone and morning's light is clear, and the breeze of the glory spirit blows near, then you, this darkness of ego, will end with this, the water of life from the friend. If, from your ego's darkness, you become free, you'll quaff the wine of life so easily. Then come in the shadow of the cave of the soul, so you'll become delivered from this dark abode. That cave took one drink to have immortal life. This cave gives away hundreds of founts of life. The water of life he gives to everyone, his own life to the king, the single one. That cave struggled for months to get to a fount. From this cave, all at once came hundreds of founts. That cave went running after a fountain, and this cave has fountains all around him. O glory of the soul! Come back from that dark place, so that 100,000 meanings you will chase. Hunting onagers, let that be for Gur, hunt for meanings now, on the plains of Tur. You captured those lovers' souls on a plain, now all those lives have left this earthly plane. There's no more chance to tell the nightingale about the rose, O king behind the veil. Fly a falcon, O beloved, from the hand, so it will come back with the meaning of that land. This time hunt the simorg of inner mystery, open up a treasure, you. With the keyword be. That which you have promised, now do make it happen, oh, from your light, enlighten this earth and heaven. From your Ridvan, make this world so lush and nice that it becomes the envy of paradise. From your truths, many anemones will unfold in the spacious field of this springtime of the soul. Then tell each flower nightingale's secret, as you must, but your heart's finest wine share only with those you trust. Since strangers are here, one must guard the heart. Here, it's hard to tell friend and foe apart. O gentle breeze of the morning, come, bring unto us, from the hair of the friend, that spiritual musk. O cloud of spiritual favors, rain down on the world, so this oyster will, again, bring forth a pearl. Now, back to inner mysteries explanation and the true meaning of teleportation. Then, you, O drunk from arrogance and might, your ego's fire, exchange it for light. So you'll traverse the universe in a single breath, so you'll be free from confinement in this cage of death. Before you come into the shadow of him, you'll have no news from the brain or the skin, the foot of your understanding's deep in clay, with no news from the lights of his face that way. When you dwell in the shadow of the King of the Soul, you'll uproot your heart from the world's pomp and show. At the start of time, in dust you have begun. At the end of time, you'll fly right past the sun. Then, in no time at all, through worlds of spirit you'll go, without you taking a step. O mystic in the know! This time, a scent from soul's fragrance garden in bloom wafted through the world and filled it with perfume. Again, the soul's musk from that garden of giving wafted through the world, and took away everything. The knowing and unknowing, both are gone, the drunken and the sober, all are gone. Sobriety erased. Eraser, too, the drunken sobered up, and vanished, too. Names and traditions that had thrived in the world all perished, when my king arrived in the world. God's names may fly 200 centuries, but they won't give a clue to his mysteries. What your eyes did see, and your ears did hear, O leader, of all of it, God stayed clear. Then you, with these ears and eyes, but with no sight to see, how will you get the news of the beloved's mystery? Open a different eye, and see the new friend. Open a different ear, and hear his voice then. The eye of the foolish nothing but a footstep sees. The eye of the mystic sees eternity's mysteries. The eye of the mystic sees the timeless reign of the king. The eye of the foolish can't even see the face of the king. A questioner asked a mystic one time, "O you, who has grasped the secret sublime, and gets drunk on his wine, do you recall about the day of a last, much at all?" "I do recall that day," he says, and then replies, "God's first day it was, and it was no surprise. It's always in my ear, the sound of him, that beautiful, soul-uplifting voice of him." Another mystic, wiser and more refined, having bored the pearl of secrets divine, he said, "That day of God, it did not end, we're in that day, and it will never end. Upon God's day no night shall ever fall, we're in that day, and it's not strange at all. If his relish of life goes away one day, heaven and earth will collapse right away. That is why that day that came from his might has come from him as a day with no night. Then listen, O dear one, to this puzzle and heed the divine mystery's counsel. So from his wisdom you'll take sustenance, so you'll give your life for his countenance. So you'll listen to his every melody, so you'll quaff the cup of his generosity. So you'll easily divine the mysteries of love, so you'll taste eternity's wine from the rivers of love. I will not turn my face from the swords of the enemy lines, even if these evil ones should kill me 200 times. From birth, my soul drank in your wine of life, and in the end, and in your name, I'll give my life. O Baha, kindle a raging conflagration. Burn the world of knowledge and verification. Cleanse the soul of worldly qualities, crack the code of hidden mysteries. Cast a wave up from the depths of meaning's ocean, so the hull of the literal word breaks open. Pour your wine, so freedom from self I'll find. I'll break through veils as Safter broke through lines. Oh, from your name, the tree of life bears fruit, and from your hand comes the power of truth. Oh, this mortal man, whose fate is in your hand, upset now and then, yet calm from your plan. Give light to this candle, and he'll give light in many directions, O King of Might. This, the candle's flame, is the lamp you've lit, and, in the lamp glass, you've protected it. And with oil's help, from your generous hand, you've raised him well, from the wick of command. Then guard him from the wind of tyranny, so your light will shine from him brilliantly. Keep back from his head the hand of the enemy, O moon of command and king of verily. Look at him. This candle of yours, afflicted by foes, in the midst of a whirlwind of calamitous woes. Since the lights of your beauty illumined him, then, in view of his prospects, don't ruin him. You've made his flame so bright, don't snuff it out. His consciousness, too, don't make him black out, oh. From your love, the atom a sun becomes, and oh. From your wrath, the lion a wren becomes. Attacked from every side by winds of tribulation, your candle is alone, O maker of creation. If you want to, you make water become a fire, and if you don't want fire, at once, it will expire. The devil becomes angelic, if you demand, and oh, how light will bloom from fire at your command. If you want to, make the wind like oil this night, make this flame ablaze, and also be a light. O glory of God! When your fire blazed away, the lives of lovers burned like a stack of hay. One single spark of fire on the hearts you hit, 100,000 bushes on Sinai you lit. Then, from every heart, burning bushes appeared, oh. Moses would have run headlong down from here. The true fire of God he saw in the soul land was delivered from Egyptian control. O Ishmael! At the altar of love, sacrifice your life in the path of love. Without your head and life, to the friend's home come, in this land, you'll be accepted by everyone. This is the valley of love. The Spirit of God, come, with the cross, from the path, and even with no path, come. The firmament and body's ascent, let go of these, O King of the souls and the body's ecstasies. Nightingale of spirit, you, in the garden of spirit, you will be coming again, you, the host of the Spirit. O falcon of the Spirit, come freely to this station, come here, now, to the King's wrist, your home, your destination. Then you, O Noah, Break out of the body's arc, plunge into the sea of lights, and leave the dark. Drown this ego of yours and don't want self-protection. View this world from God's pocket and change your perception. Want protection from the King, and not the ark.so. Come in the King's shelter and rest your heart. And you, O Moses, to the soul Sinai come, remove your sandals and mantle, naked come. So, from the fire's mysteries, you'll become aware that fire comes unceasingly from the friend's hair. His hair is the fire burning the life of love you knew, unbelief and faith and everything else love built for you. His hair is the fire swaying over all Paran, and just one strand will bend the neck of the strong. Enough of the fire secrets, O dove divine, don't bring the pearls of the Spirit before the blind. This staff in the hand of truth, God's saber, is cutting through lines like sheets of paper. That staff came out of a large orchard tree, and this staff from God's cause has come to be. That staff came out of some water and clay, this staff, from the fire of the heart today. This staff is a fire, and its flames are burning away the veils of lying and cheating and going astray. This staff is the wind that in Hud's nation blew, distinguishing the deniers from the true. That staff appeared as an ark in Noah's time, in Jesus' day. That staff was spirit sublime. O Moses, it was the fire of your soul ablaze, so you must go to the Sinai of the soul always. Your sandals? No. Your life and beliefs let go, let those things fly like the wind from your soul. Fly, O bird of spirit, from these mortal placesto, the immortal banquet of flower faces. From his low tree appeared the fire of Moses, from his breath came 100 spirits of Jesus. That fire of Moses, on Sinai appeared, this fire of Moses, from the soul appeared. Within the mount of the soul are many distinctions, and these are as clear to the eye as the difference between fruit and leaves. His chest, the Sinai, his fire, God's light, his heart, Mount Sinai, his palm, brilliant white. This is not that brilliance that has come from the cause of God, this is that very brilliance that creates the cause of God. Now, this age, this time, the Paran of love has arrived, since our friend has cast the veil from the face aside. The scent of spirit, it comes to the nose, I know not from where, it constantly flows. This much I know, that from her hair somehow, it wafts a scent that makes the soul surrender now. How sweet the release of the must divine, our soul with her remembrance intertwine. O spiritual morning breeze, gently blow, from merciful Sheba, come soft and slow. Till, drunken from the scent of your ambergris, our souls fly up, from earth to eternity. As royal phoenix rose up into space from the mount of the soul to the placeless place. And in one stroke of wing, departed earth with that king's promise of another birth. This time, from God's throne, she has come again, her melodies are countless, there's no end to them. From her flower face, winter's like springtime, and from her ruby lips, night's like daytime. The lover's work, from her hair, is long, indeed, all the loved ones, from her absence, are in need. The hero's neck is lassoed by her hair, God's warrior buckles under her stare. From her lips, the souls of lovers lose their breath, and for her union, souls of kings will search till death. Her beauty illumines the eye of the king, if you would look carefully at this thing. If not in this world, the eye of the knowing, how would the fountains of light keep flowing? From his flower, many gardens have bloomed, and from his face, flowers of meaning bloomed. The fire of Moses, find it as light in his place, the soul of Jesus, find it as spirit from his face. If he emerges from behind the veil one night, he will illumine 100 worlds like sunlight. Night is nothing, save his ink-black hair curling through space. Morning comes not, save from the light of that beauty's face. All of the kings in the city of love offered their lives for the sake of his love. From his beauty, the beauty of God has come to shine, and from his lips, the hearts are quaffing spirit's wine. All of the world is fastened to his hair, and for his sake, great pains the hearts will bear. When Zuleika saw the beauty of that man, she cut her heart, instead of her hand. One breath from his spirit, when it appeared, thousands of spirits of Jesus appeared. But that's not a sign of his power and might, it's light from that great one who gives you life. If just one trait of his beauty you see, thousands of oceans of meaning you'll see. That trait is just one ray that's come this way from the sun. What? then, O man of faith, the traits of that great one? When the lover's eye saw where his beauty came from, she cut her heart, from both this world and the world to come. The rising of the seas of Lovius from the rising of him, the zenith of the phoenix of Lovius from the zenith of him. Since your eye gets all its light from the son of him, it's a crime if it lights up from other than him. Since the eye of your soul gets all its light from him, it's a shame if it falls on others and not on him. The Son of Truth makes your inner sight clear, so you see nothing but his beauty here. I've told this secret softly, O fine one, I've bored this pearl in secret, O kind one. So evil eyes won't fall upon his face, so strangers won't find the way to his place. And, as with your eyes, with all your senses mark this, so you're free from ties to all these people of darkness. When your ear has heard the song of his mystery, it has heard, from his instrument, life's mystery. When the handiwork of God is perfectly clear, focus your eyes on him, and not on people here. If you will regard the world with his eye, thousands of kingdoms of spirit you'll spy. The eye of him sees nothing but his face, that the bird of him flies nowhere but his place. Lovers' lives burned away from union with him, and from his separation, hearts burned within. Thus, the lover burns, this mindless, love-struck one, from separation as well as union, O son. Then know the love of God as your true friend and be, from all the shackles of this world, completely free. For such a love, you'll give your life willingly, you'll throw your heart and soul into eternity. To grasp this mystery, pay attention, so you'll fly up in divine ascension. So your date palm offers spiritual fruit, fruits of holiness, illumined with truth. O breeze! From his curls of hair, the perfume bring, O cloud! From his grace, rain gentle rains of spring. So the meadow of his lovers' hearts will be blooming with tulips of love most beautifully. This, the heart of the lover, is the throne of God, since it was cleansed from all ties, but the love of God. When, from his love, God's house was made in good repair, God's house and God, inside, became a hidden pair. God's house, you know, is not of stone and mason's art. God's house, O lad, is nothing but the human heart. When your heart is cleansed by the light of him, then it becomes his home, the Sinai of him. When the lover's house of God becomes completely clean, the splendor of God comes to shine unceasingly. Again, love has returned. The veil of intellect burned. A heap of knowledge and science and accolades burned. When no one's in the house but him, O son, you'll know his orders head to toe, each one. Then you'll know as his, your eye and ear and hand, then he will see, and he will take command. The soul of the mystic is his mosque afar, that the nadir of the soul is where ascensions are. And now, a fresh new remedy must be given, this counsel you must take to heart, so listen. Separation and reunion, let go of each one. So that you'll reach your true height in his shadow, O son. In separation you burn from yearning, and from reunion your fever's burning. Enter the court of immortality and see only God in reality. If the hadith there was God, you've taken in, and the code there was not besides him. Then make a great effort to bring to an end this separation and reunion of the friend. When, from the soul's mysteries, you're sure that it's true, that there is nothing but God, between God and you. Then, from the water of the soul, clear the debris, so the splendor of the sanctified you'll see. So union into union then you'll see, so, in your heart, his beauty's light you'll see. Nothing will ever oppose this union's creation, nor will it ever be followed by separation. Your union and separation is duality. Listen to Father's word, O son, it's blasphemy. Fly far from these two. Like Homa, make progress, so you'll reach the heights of the King of Oneness. But your foot may slip, I'm afraid to say, and ego's bad thoughts may get in your way. So I will need to explain this union and uproot from your heart the temptation to fall from these words into vanity, boasting, posturing, malice, and anarchy. Know that this union is his light in you, shining with splendor and clearly in view. His light is his trust that's been placed in you. Make effort, so it becomes bright in you. Then, seek union with him within yourself, O friend, so you will never see separation again. And you are also a store of God's treasure, but, from negligence, you run after pleasure. Until, in you, are clearly seeing the attributes of God, you'll know yourself as lost and in separation from God. He has conferred on you a generous measure of His names and attributes and customs to treasure. He, from His kindness, has opened the doors for you. O wise one, do not close these doors, as did the Jew. Since you've surely heard that pipe's lament for love, this time, recognize this one, also for love. Since you've heard the sound of this pipe, the piper see, so you won't miss the news of the king's mystery. The piper saw strangers plotting to assail, that is why he chose this pipe to be his veil. Then, you remove your veil at once, so he, the piper in the world, is all you see. Like Safter, rend asunder the veils, all of them. So you'll see the splendor of the all-bountiful, then. Or, like the pipe, cry in your separation, hoping your piper comes in for a union. As the piper of the soul comes in crowing, and the hearts of lovers are overflowing. Keep on setting hearts on fire from this pipe's rhythm, till you burn, in the world, all signs of egotism. Man's a hollow reed, when ego's burned away, like Mani, when meme is gone, what's left is nay. When your sight is clear from the light of His Son, the piper is all you'll see, O learned one. Then, listen to the piper's mysteries and take, from this bouquet, the scent of these. A spark of fire from His love lit a blaze, and all His kingly existence burned away. When His beauty tore the veil from the face aside, the veil of the glory of kings was opened wide. When that beauty's eyelash struck like a dart, it wounded the chest of the sovereign's heart. At once, His kingly crown was snatched and thrown down, and He became a slave, in chains, underground. Like prey, that's fallen into the hunter's hand, or straw, caught in the wind and blown off the land. If only a messenger could be sent to Iraq to explain this bereavement. From remoteness, hearts burn with no relief, kings' chests are pierced by the arrow of grief. Between us and you, O city of the soul, are 100,000 calves capped in snow. There is no messenger, save for a sigh, unless the wind goes there and tells them why. The hand is far short of the dates on the tree, the eye, from remoteness, has cried a sea. O Zephyr! At once, from the beloved of God, kindly make your way to the abode of Baghdad. Then say to her, O city of God, where is your pride? Why have you remained here with the friend gone from your side? Your friend is detained, your beloved Baha, like Hussein, within the plain of Karbala. One Hussein and 100,000 Yazids, one Habib and all these demonic enemies. Like Moses, in the midst of Egyptians, or Jesus, in the midst of the Romans. And just like Joseph, fallen into a well that has no end and no way to leave, your nightingale is afflicted, in a cell, closed also, in this cell, his airway to breathe.